Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Susan Kim.
And I'm Vince Petrano. We are learning new details today about what led up to that terrifying shooting in the Fox Valley. Police say the gunman, 27-year-old Sergio Valencia del Toro, was upset after a fight with his ex-fiancée. He then opened fire on a family of 5 and another man on Sunday. 3 people were killed, including an 11-year-old girl. The suspect then turned the gun on himself. The mother and wife to that man who was killed was wounded. She is recovering in the hospital.
In Milwaukee police hoping to curb crime with a new billboard campaign. The billboards will encourage citizens to report firearm-related crimes. The department is partnering with the ATF for this new campaign.
Downtown Dunkin' Donuts is fighting to get its overnight hours back. Milwaukee Common Council voted not to renew the midnight to 5 a.m. license for the store at 6th and Wisconsin. Neighbors say the extended hours attract panhandlers. The owners claim the council acted unfairly, and she's seeking a court order to get it reversed.
Governor Scott Walker continues to pay visits to our Midwest neighbors. Yesterday, the governor was on the road talking to Republicans in Michigan. He still hasn't announced an official presidential run. He says that decision will happen after the budget process in Wisconsin is finished, and that's next month. The Brewers will take on the Dodgers once again at home tonight. They won the first game in the series last night against the National League's most valuable player last year, Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah, the win also marks the first victory under new manager Craig Counsell. Brewers announced Counsell as the replacement for Ron Renicky, who was fired late Sunday. Counsell still lives in Whitefish Bay. Hometown guy brought his own kids to the news conference as the team was formally announcing that he would take over the position. Special deal continues for fans looking to go to Brewers game this week. The 5-county, 5-day deal is still going on through Friday. Fans living in Ozaukee, Racine, Washington, Milwaukee, and Waukesha counties can get 50% off select seats. Those are all the counties contributing to the Miller Park sales tax. The deal runs through Friday.
Well, we managed a decent day on Monday. Got the clouds out of here, and that light northeast wind kept just the lakefront cooler than normal. Otherwise, it was 68 degrees in Milwaukee, and it was in the 70s inland. Look what it was Sunday at 80 degrees. Saturday was 76. Now today, a little step backward. Okay, a big step back to fall. 48 degrees with the rain showers and that brisk northeast wind. But back to normal on Wednesday. Could be even warmer. It's going to be even warmer inland. It's going to be in the mid-70s, and then everybody gets into the mid-70s for Thursday and Friday. Scattered rain showers across southeastern Wisconsin as we have the storm system passing just to our south, and you can see on the bigger picture it's extending all the way back into southwestern Wisconsin, beginning to break up just a little bit into Illinois. We will see some breaks in the action throughout the day. This is not an all-day rain. The best chance of rain is up until around 11 or 12 o'clock today, and then just becoming hit and miss showers throughout the afternoon. So a fall day today, but a warm front moves in here for late tomorrow, which means Thursday's the pick day of the week. It is going to be warm. It's going to be windy, but it's going to be warm. And then a cold front comes through here on Friday, cooling us down for the weekend. Everyone is damp around southeastern Wisconsin thanks to the light to moderate rainfall action. The temperature 44 degrees with the northeast wind at 9. Wind chills are in the upper 30s. Light rain across Milwaukee County. Temperature 43 in Glendale and Shorewood, 44 South Milwaukee and Oak Creek, and 45 out towards Wauwatosa and West Dallas. Temperatures around southeastern Wisconsin mainly in the 40s, but a couple of spots in the 50s, like Fond du Lac at 52, Madison's at 50, otherwise around 48 in Burlington and 44 in Port Washington. With the northeast wind at 5 to 15, do not expect a warm up for the rest of today. In fact, our temperatures are going to be pretty much stuck where they're at, maybe warming up a degree or two. 47 for the high in Milwaukee, 55 inland, and the rain showers, as I mentioned, begin to taper off after the noon hour, but still that threat into the early evening hours. This is what it looks like by 9 o'clock. That rain shower activity is still widespread, but by noon, most of it's out over the lake with that northeast wind at 10 to 15. And then for the late afternoon into the evening, just some hit and miss rain shower action as everything then starts to quiet down. For Wednesday, we'll see a few isolated morning showers, but a little better chance of rain in the afternoon as the warm front begins to push in. Now the wind still out of the east and southeast. That'll keep the lakefront a little bit cooler, but that inland area is really going to warm up. How much rain could we see out of this before the day is all said and done? About a ½ inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch in some spots down to the southwest, about 1/4 of an inch or less to the north of Milwaukee. This is going to be a nice soaking rain. Here are those temperatures tomorrow. 50s and 60s along the lakefront, 75 in Waukesha, and look at the 80s in the inland areas. So for today, clouds, rain, showers, 48 degrees, 55 inland. And then tonight the rain starts to dissipate, but we'll see fog develop and a temperature of around 44. Your 7-day forecast shows 62 on Wednesday with a few afternoon showers, 70s inland. Everyone's in the 70s for Thursday and Friday, but a better chance of thunderstorms Friday afternoon and cooler for the weekend.